What's up?
Oh man.
This is when I'm bored. Well, not bored right now, but when I'm bored.
Skills.
No skills. Just a lot of time in the bathroom and shower.
Okay. I don't want to know, man.
What up, y'all?
Hey everybody. Podcast número 6.
Yeah. I feel like it's been a while. Or not as frequent.
Yeah.
I think
It's got life's gotten a little busier. We're
both back at work.
back at work full time. So our afternoons are definitely a little bit more hectic than usual.
Yeah. Shout out to everyone, family members and friends who are taking the time just to watch our kids during these crazy moments.
Mm-hmm.
We appreciate you so much. So I don't know, whoever is listening, shout out to you guys. We love you.
Yeah, for real. It's no joke, man. When they tell you it takes a village to raise a kid, it definitely does. You need
It sure does.
everyone hands on. And it's so nice to have that support when we really need it. So thank y'all, everyone who's helping us out right now. We love you. So today we're not gonna get into how our day was and whatnot. We're gonna get straight to the nitty gritty.
We got a couple things that we gotta straighten out here. So
yes,
let's get it.
So we took it to social media and asked el público to ask questions. Just ask whatever you want.
Anything.
And man, y'all came through.
Mm-hmm.
So we appreciate those who actually did. We're actually a little worried we might not be able to get to every single question, but we're gonna do our best.
If anything, we can just roll it over to the next podcast.
Okay, maybe this will be like we'll see at the end if it needs a part 2.
Okay, cool.
So let's just kind of
Let's go from here.
see where it takes us. But yeah, we got all types of questions. It seems like we got a lot of relationship ones, and then some other not so relationship ones, but it's cool. It's cool. Thank you, everyone. We appreciate it. So should we get started?
Yeah, do it.
All right. This is all remaining anonymous, okay? So we're not going to give out names of who asked what. So in no particular order, what's your biggest fear in life and why?
Well, I'll probably start it just because I've been thinking about this.
Okay.
So I want to say that before we had kids, my goal was, wait, is it my goal or my fear?
Your fear.
Oh, my biggest fear. Okay,
Your
cool.
biggest fear
My
in
biggest
life.
fear is not to accomplish all the hobbies and things that I've always liked to get into. So I feel like, especially during my young age, I want to say around this time, I always wanted to do like everything possible, try everything, and just get it done and get it out of the way, almost like a bucket list, you can say.
Mm-hmm.
So that was my fear, that I would get old and just have that like arrepentimiento, right? That's how you say it?
Arrepentimiento. Like
Arrepentimiento.
que estuvieras arrepentido.
Right, I would be like, I would just be like bummed out the fact that I didn't live my life to the fullest out of my my standards. But now that I have 2 kids, and a beautiful family with me, like, I think that is no longer my main objective, and because of that, it's created a new fear. And basically, it's just supporting my family. I know it's something that we live in 2021 where
Your fear is supporting your family?
no, failing my family as in like financially or
That's
just
not what
any
you said, man.
yeah, or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
No, I didn't. Okay, so I get it now. Uh-huh.
Yeah. So basically, it's like all I wanted to do was, I'm scared about is not being there or not being enough for my family.
Okay. Yeah, I feel that.
Mm-hmm.
So should we each take a turn answering this question?
Yeah, I mean, if you don't have an answer to it, that's
Okay.
totally cool. But
Well,
if you have an answer, go ahead.
Okay, I actually do. So I think my biggest fear in life, and this has been like just because of like the recent events that have happened in my life and kind of where I'm seeing my future and our family's future headed, um, is to not be able to break the cycle of poverty for our kids. You know, with everything that I'm learning about the population of students I work with, I work with a lot of minorities, and you know, some of the readings, I came across something that said it takes 3 generations to break a cycle of poverty. So that means that technically
We're not even
like
there.
we're, I guess, the second,
Right.
Like our parents, I think, are the 1st because they actually made an effort to come here and they tried, right? That's like the first step in trying to break
Right.
that cycle of poverty. And what I mean by cycle of poverty, guys, is just that like you're just constantly like
It's like a chain.
making ends, like barely making ends meet, or just like living paycheck to paycheck.
Yeah.
I think that would, I don't know if that's I mean, there's also worse, right, where you're just like you can't even make paycheck to paycheck. Like maybe you don't even like have a job, you don't even like there's levels to it, right?
Or just getting too comfortable, basically. Just getting too comfortable where you think minimum wage is good enough, and you just live your life that way. And it's like that's fine for people that can afford it, but I think what you're trying to say is just like for the people that, you know, went out and pursued their dreams and whatnot and are trying to be successful.
Hold on, let me finish.
Sorry.
So yeah, as I was saying, like there's levels to it, right? And I think part of the reason is that like we didn't get necessarily, at least like for my family, like we didn't come from great financial means, right? Like they got us by, and then it was like, all right, you want to go to college, you pay for it. You want to go to get a car, you pay for it. You want to like whatever happened after high school, it was like you're on your own. And like just that like accumulation of debt, you know, now that like we're at this point, it's kind of like, damn, now we gotta deal with this, we gotta work towards something greater. And I went to school and whatnot to try to get into a career that would hopefully put me in a position. But obviously like when you start, it's not like, damn, you're making like the big bucks, right? But I think we're on like a good uphill climb. I don't think we're definitely like, we haven't reached the peak yet. But I just don't want my kids to have to live to like, you know, be behind like us and have to struggle. Like even our struggle compared to our parents is not the same.
Right.
But I definitely want to like set my kids up where they don't have to worry about those things and they can kind of live a more comfortable life. So yeah, I guess my biggest fear would be not being able to accomplish that by the time they reach their adult life.
That's not bad though.
Yeah.
Even though there's little moments where, you know, being in the poverty area sometimes has its like ups, because you have those little memories of like, remember when we, you know, something like this, or when we played outside in the water with the water hose instead of, you know, dad or mom buying them a jumpy house with water inside and has all this splish splash water stuff, water park thing that, you know, they blew up. Instead you were just playing with the water hose, and you remember those, and it's just like, man, that's probably a lot more fun than, you know.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's cool as a kid, and I'm not gonna sit here and say like it's all about the money.
Right. I guess what I'm trying to say is, as we're growing up, I hope that our family and the generation just keeps on like just continue to be humble and remember where the generations before us, you know, left their footprint in order for us to be where we're at.
Yeah, that's true, and that's hopefully a lesson we'll be able to teach the boys, right? Even though we want to give them something better than what we had.
Cool. All right, moving on. So the next one would be.
This one's for Marco. This one's not for me.
Okay, well then go ahead and ask it.
All right. Can you make a Choo burger? So CHOO, like choo choo train. Can you make a Choo burger with well done fries?
So this is coming from the Choo Choo. It's one of the Choo Choo crews.
So tell them what the Choo Choo is. Maybe there's some people who don't know.
So the Choo Choo is basically a kids restaurant that basically sells, you know, like the burger, fries, chili, all that good stuff, and everything is really fucking good. But what she's talking about, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but there was this one, I think it's Sundays and Saturdays, but more Sundays. During that time when I was working there, we had this crew there that we all were pretty much drinking every Friday or Saturday. So we would all come super hungover Sundays. This is during like the clubbing. I mean, you know this, during our clubbing days and bar hopping and whatnot.
Yeah.
So every Sunday we will all just be so fucking hungover that by the end of the shift, I'm making these little like creations like of chili with grilled cheese and I don't know. I to be honest with you, I forgot, but it was so good and so greasy. But and it cured the hangovers. There's a point where I think even made some like chilaquiles for everybody.
Dang.
Yeah.
Why don't you make chilaquiles for me, man?
I haven't made chilaquiles in a while.
You
actually,
haven't made chilaquiles for me in a while.
Yeah.
All right, this weekend.
But yeah, no, definitely. I miss that place. That boss used to be like, she's like a mom to me. She unfortunately passed away not so long ago. But yeah.
So are they still open?
To be honest with you, I don't know.
After COVID and everything?
I think because of COVID, and I remember I passed by one time and they were closed. But their hours are very different the way compared to how they used to be. And but yeah, no, I really hope that they're still open. You know, I know that after Jean's passing, like, I don't know exactly what the future holds for the Choo Choo.
Yeah.
But I just really hope that it continues because
it was a cute little like.
It's almost like a displaced historic place, and it also brings, you know, tourists to Des Plaines. So I couldn't see the Choo Choo closing down or getting bought out by, because I remember Jean, our boss, she did say how the police department did want to expand, so they were trying to like you know, not bribe her, but like kind of like buy her out. Like, but she was like, no, like we're gonna stay here.
Yeah, it's it was a cute little spot. She was a sweet lady.
Yeah, but shout out to everybody from the Choo Choo crew. I love you guys and I miss you guys. I know I probably haven't seen or talked to you guys, but trust me, we stalking you. No, I'm just playing. We thinking about you and we love you guys so much.
All right, the next one is for you too.
This could be for you too.
This is gonna be for you.
Okay, boo boo.
How often do you beat your meat?
Shit, I'm doing it right now.
Who the hell?
Yeah.
Ay, lo que se inventan. We said anything and you took it serious, man.
These are definitely my friends.
Oh my gosh, that's when you know they're Marco's friends.
Oh yeah. Yeah, man. It's every minute, every day of the hour.
Cochinos.
Until smoke comes out of Griselda's hands and mouth. Oh.
It's asking you how often you beat your own.
Like I just said, I'm doing it right now.
Okay, well, you throwing me in there. That's not asking about me. All right. All right. If you want, you can ask the next one.
Okay.
And then I can answer that one too.
Is it the jealousy and toxic?
No, the next one.
Oh, okay, cool. Should both people give each other their passwords?
Okay, so just based on how the question was asked, I'm assuming like if they're dating.
Oh, it is dating?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, why would you? Your friend? I don't think it's asking about friend. I'm pretty sure it's for dating people. I don't know. As like a married couple, like hell yeah, give each other the password. Like who cares? I know all of Marco's passwords.
Yeah, definitely.
He knows all of my passwords.
Actually, I don't.
You don't know my password?
What
password don't you know? I'll give it to you right now.
Yeah, no, to be honest with you, I actually don't know.
Really?
I mean, I never really cared for it just because.
But what? Like for what?
That's what I'm saying. I don't care.
Okay. Well, if you want it, you can have it.
Okay,
like,
cool. There it is, guys.
There it is. As a married couple, I say, yeah, like there's nothing to hide.
I think you have
and
more
sometimes,
my passwords just because there's been times where you needed to either sign into something.
Like I need it for like YouTube Premium, for Amazon Prime.
For all the good stuff.
For all the good stuff. Oh, for your bank account.
For my bank account. Yeah, cool. Thanks. Thanks, boo-boo. But yeah, no. Like,
so I said, but if you're dating.
Even if you're married. There's probably
No, no,
some
no,
married
no.
couples that
No.
do the same thing.
No, no, no. I did say for married.
Oh, okay. Okay.
My answer was
Right,
for
right, right.
married. I said dating. I don't know if like you should right away give each other your passwords.
If you're dating, no.
They didn't specify. I think it meant for dating, but
Dating, no. I don't.
Yeah.
I think at that point, like, you guys all should deserve your privacy,
yeah.
and I don't think. I mean, come on. Like, you can't really be demanding someone's
No.
password, and if you're just
No.
dating, like, that's kind of like
Like
invasive.
if you're dating and you're demanding someone's passwords, like that's a red flag. You gotta trust a person like through and listen, if there's something that they ain't telling you, sooner or later it's gonna come out.
That's true.
And God willing, it doesn't come out after the fact after you've married. But yeah. If you feel like you know you're in that position.
Okay, so let me just make this straight,
then-
because I feel like we kind of just jumped from different parts, even though it's the same thing.
Uh-huh.
So married, of course,
Mhm.
you need to be able to share your password and be okay with it.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're married, so
who cares?
technically you decided to marry this person, and when you
Right.
decide marriage, it means for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
So okay, cool. And that got out of the way. Let's say your girlfriend and boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
Do you agree? I'm on a toss up where I'm like, if there's a problem where,
Mhm.
let's say, the guy thinks, or has enough evidence to say,
Mhm.
hey, there's something going on,
Mm-hmm.
then I think it's valid to be like,
Mhm.
can I check? It could be abused. That's what I'm trying to, like, that's where I have a problem with. It could be
Yeah.
abused where it's like every single day, like, oh, I saw you saying hi to a guy, and now let me check your phone. And it's like, okay, then that's some insecurity shit
Mhm.
right there. So I
Mhm.
wouldn't really. But if it's like something for real, like something to be like with full 100% evidence that something's going on, and she's
Mhm.
denying it or he's denying it, it's like, okay, cool. Let's check the phone.
Okay.
I think that's okay. And dating wise, I think absolutely fucking not. Like, you're not even there yet. So why even give, that? It's
Wait,
a sensitive
didn't you just
dating. There's a difference. There's dating, there's boyfriend, girlfriend, and then there's marriage. That's what I'm saying. There's three
what?
there's three phases.
Okay. You're right. I guess you could be dating and not be like exclusive.
Right.
Like you could just be like, oh, we're just kind of like getting to know each other.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good point.
But you guys are a little bit past buddy,
Uh-huh.
and whatnot, but you're
Yeah.
still not exclusive, like you said.
Okay, that makes sense now. I was a little confused. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
There you have it. All right. So the next question is it okay to like provocative pictures of other people if you are dating? So boyfriend, girlfriend. Oh wait. Dating could not be boyfriend, girlfriend, right? We just established that.
Right. Let's just say
Okay.
there's three phases.
Okay, there's 3 phases. Phase 1,
Dating.
dating.
Yeah. Do whatever the hell you want. That's how I'm gonna feel with everything
Do
when
whatever
it
the
comes
hell
to dating.
you want.
Yeah.
Okay, see, as a girl,
You're not exclusive.
if I saw a guy that I was talking to and he's like over there liking,
That's the thing. Like, you
I don't
need
know
to.
how I feel about. Maybe it wouldn't be like a end all thing, where it's like, screw this guy.
Because you
But-
have no whips, no chains, no nothing.
But like at the same time, I would kind of be like, well, if this is what it is now and we're talking, like it's gonna make me question if this is something that they're constantly doing, So it's gonna make me question whether I should move. I know maybe guys. I
Okay.
don't know.
Okay, let
I
me
feel
stop
like
you.
some
Let me
people-
stop you because
Hold on. Let me say something. I think people think two different things, right? There could probably be some girls that are just like, who cares, whatever,
Mhm.
move on. And then I bet you there's other girls that are gonna be like, oh hell no, like if he's liking other girls' pictures and we're just getting to know each other, it's not happening.
Now, what girls? Okay, so let's say it's this, right?
Mhm.
You and me first started dating. It's like, are you talking about like me liking other girls that I know that's like mutual from this, or are you talking more about like famous people?
Oh, I don't know. It just said provocative pics. I guess
Damn.
that could be adding like another.
Or like an Instagram model type thing.
I don't know. I don't know. Now you're adding a whole nother layer to this question.
Okay, so let's add to that.
Uh-huh.
So I still think if you're dating,
Mm-hmm.
guy or girl,
Mm-hmm.
you guys have the ability to do whatever the hell you want, because if again, you have no strings attached, period. So it's like you're already demanding, as
Uh-huh.
because she's giving me this face like I don't agree with you.
Uh-huh.
It's like, but as
I'm about to give it to him, y'all. Don't worry.
no, hold on, but it's like if I can't do that
Mm-hmm.
and I'm single,
Mm-hmm.
so basically you're already showing me that you have a control issue, that you want to control me.
You think that's a control issue?
Yeah, because
Boy.
for me as a guy, I would be
Boy.
like, no, like I can do whatever the hell I want,
Mm-hmm.
and we're not even nothing. So imagine when we are something, how you're gonna be.
Well, I don't like. Here's the thing: if you are trying to court someone, if you're trying to like, eventually
Yeah.
take it to that next level, there's got to be some level of respect. The fact that you're going and liking another girl, like in my case, right? If you were to go like while we were dating, another girl's pic and she's got like her boobs out, her ass out, like that is telling me, hey, that tells me he doesn't respect me. He doesn't respect the fact that we're trying to get to know each other. He doesn't respect the fact that
That I agree with you.
like I don't like it would make me feel uncomfortable. It would make me feel like, okay, we're just dating right now, right?
Yep.
Dating is like the part where it's like the mega honeymoon,
Right.
where like the guy and girl doing everything in their power
To convince.
each other like that they're the one. So if they're doing that while they're just dating, like that to me is just gonna be like, I don't know
Okay,
about
but
that.
and that's the whole point of dating.
Mm-hmm.
So you do that because a lot of people just jump in it, but
Yeah.
you do that in order to figure out whether or not this person can be a thing.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone just goes into a relationship thinking that it's just gonna be like a day thing and then it's gonna be done. You expect it to turn out to the best of its ability. So if you're out in a club and you're constantly saying I want to look for a guy, but you're out in a club, it's like the chances of you actually finding a legit guy are like 0 to none because you're looking in the wrong location.
Like finally, I've
So-
heard some
so-
people actually like.
But that's what I'm saying. Where if you're looking for some guy and then this guy is liking these girls' pictures, or this girl is liking all these dudes' half naked pictures, it's like it goes the same way. Where it's like, okay, well, we're not dating, we're not doing anything. It's me personally, or for whoever feels this way. It's like if you feel that way, where you don't like them liking or looking at stuff like that, and that's just doesn't fit your
Yeah.
then I get it why you would walk away, and the guy or the girl should be able to understand it and realize whether or not that's something that they want in their life. That's it.
Yeah, I think that brings up a good point. Like, okay, if that happens to you and you're dating, like it's on you. What do you want? You cool with this? Like moving forward, if this were to happen again when you do become like boyfriend girlfriend, are you gonna be cool with it? If you like, if the answer is yes, then all right, cool. Like, do you?
And it goes for both ways,
But
because you're just going on one thing.
Then if you realize like, you know what, nah, like I'm not, like I can't do this. Even after I have a conversation, it like turns kind of like negative. Then you have to decide for yourself. Like, is this something that I'm okay moving forward with?
Yeah. But again, I just want to express this because it just feels like we're just going off of like, because it's just only looking at pictures. This also goes into, are you okay with also having a spouse that is controlling? Because
I don't think this is about controlling. I think it's about respect.
Because there are, and I've seen it, there are couples out there that they don't care. They're like as long as it doesn't go like you know how they say you can see but not touch type of thing. So it's like it works for them, and that's if it works for them, it's because they don't care. And
right, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Like,
but what I'm trying to say
is
is that if a guy or a girl feel that type of way, but the other person doesn't, and the person thinks, damn, like I wouldn't care if they looked at it, but this person's being about that,
Mm-hmm.
where now I feel like we're not even dating and she's already trying to control how I live,
Mm-hmm.
then is this the right thing? So all
I
I'm
mean,
trying to
they're
say,
not
it goes
saying
both ways.
the question doesn't say um you're gonna control them if they like provocative pics. It's just saying, is it okay? And I'm just saying, like, if you're dating, personally for me, just the way like I am, I
It's
would be,
how
I
we
would say
are,
no.
because we're a
I would say
relationship,
no.
right?
But there's other people who are probably gonna be like, you know what? I don't care. Like
That's what I'm trying. That's
you're
what I'm
old,
saying.
you're mature, you're grown. It's like, okay, cool.
Are you saying you're not grown or mature? You just said that.
No, I'm saying like if you're older and have come to that, right? Because sometimes I feel like when you're younger, you kind of like dismiss it, like, oh yeah, whatever, it's fine. But deep down inside, you're like, oh no. So as I'm saying, like once you've come to a level of like you truly know what you want,
Right. I was gonna say, you know what
then
you want.
it's like, okay, pues if that's what you want, pues ahí está.
Right. Okay.
Mhm.
Cool. I can agree on that.
Yeah.
What else?
So the next one's not really a question, but it was like something maybe that they wanted us to bring up. It was gender roles and how those
Oh,
expectations.
I think you skipped one.
No.
Jealousy and toxic relationships.
Oh. Okay.
Let's
My
go
bad.
with that one because
All
else,
right.
I'm gonna get confused.
Okay.
Jealousy and toxic relationships.
Run.
Yeah,
Well,
but I was gonna say
There's a level to jealousy.
that's what I was gonna say.
Like there's some healthy
Yeah.
jealousy. Pero if it's like así como dices tú, like controlling, like you can't even like step a foot outside the door.
without them calling you where you at, how many
Yeah.
steps have you taken and shit like that.
Like if
then
it's becoming mentally,
run away.
if it's becoming like mentally, emotionally, verbally abusive, even physically abusive, run.
Yeah.
Run for the hills. Seek help. Okay, and
There's
then
there's just I don't know.
and toxic relationships.
Toxic relationships.
Run.
Jesus. Yeah, but that's the thing. Like I don't think. I think it's weird. I think we have like a healthy balance where we're not perfect and we're not 100% like with each other, like with our ideas and what we agree on. But
We are.
That's what I'm saying. It's a healthy. It's
For
a
like
healthy.
the big things.
It's
we
a
are.
healthy thing where it's like, right, for the big things we are. There's some
Mhm.
things that we disagree on,
Of
and
course.
then we have our discussions or whatever,
Mhm,
and
mhm.
that's what I'm trying to say is that's normal, you know, and every
Oh,
relationship's gonna go through that. But then
Mhm.
there's a certain point, and I don't know that point because I really never lived it with anyone like that,
Mhm.
to have that type of toxic relationship
Oh, I see what you're
where
saying.
it becomes. But I know of someone.
I know someone too.
And I don't have to be inside their house every day. I think I see it where it's like even in public they're having their fights and just having problems. Okay, like 1 minute.
Wait. Hold
one
on.
minute.
I didn't know who you're talking about. Can you mouth
Oh.
it to me?
Yeah, no.
Okay,
Yeah,
alright.
you definitely know.
You got a terrible mouthing.
Yeah, sorry. But yeah, like they'll kick him out. They'll kick him out of the house, or he'll have a breakdown, and I don't know. It's just crazy. Like you can tell that relationship is horrible, and the worst part about it is that they have kids, and the kids are the ones.
Ya sé.
And,
Ya sé quién.
and the kids
You
are
don't
the
gotta
ones.
tell me twice. Now I know.
And the kids are the ones who are like, getting, or maybe they're small. Hopefully they don't understand it. But
yeah.
as they're getting
Yeah.
older, if they continue to see that type of,
Mhm.
relationship, they're gonna end up being in a relationship themselves where they're thinking, oh, that's normal for a guy to act this way, or it's normal
Right.
for a girl to do this to me, and that's not okay.
Yeah, once kids are in the mix, I realize like a lot of people have a hard time. And I know I'm just gonna put like I don't even know if it's like fictional or non-fictional. But Mariposa de Barrio, like the relationship with Jenny Rivera and Trino is terrible. So toxic, so abusive in every degree. And like, what Jenny says a lot is that you know, she's doing it for the kids. She didn't have a like, well, she did have a family, and her like mom, you know, told her to stay with the family. So that's what she knew. She
Right.
knew that like it was important that like
The family stay
the
together.
family stay together, and that's what she wanted to recreate for her kids. So I know for some people, like if you're coming out of like, you know, an unstable family, things can go either way, right? Like you don't necessarily have someone like constantly coaching you on what step to take in life. You're always you know, there's some people who are constantly wondering like, is this, should I do this, should I not do this? um and I have a friend, Molly, shout out to Molly. Like she brought up a very good point, and she said, you know, and we're gonna have her on here soon so she can tell us her side of things, but just said like that it's a good idea that everyone go to therapy, and I can say I agree with that. I think that everyone goes through something, whether you realize it or not, as normal as you feel. You myself, I've gone to therapy. I ain't gonna sit here and lie. And it's like it's nice. It's nice to have someone to like go to for that. So if you are in a toxic relationship and you feel like there's no way out, seek help. Um because yeah, like when once especially when there's kids involved, man, like you think you're doing them a favor, but
You're not.
I don't know if you are. I feel like it's doing more harm than good sometimes.
And I feel like a lot of the times too, and I see it, is that instead of, or some people don't realize that there are the toxic ones. So, and they always would blame the other person. So my suggestion is, if you feel like you have that type of relationship where you are toxic, or it's toxic or something like that, where it's constantly you're fighting or something like that, like just stop and ask yourself, like, is it really just me? Because last time I checked, it takes two to tango.
Yeah.
So, and I think that's something that, you know, Griselda and I always talk about every single time we have our disagreements, where it's like, it led, if something went bad, it became bad because we both added to the fire. It's not just one person, you know.
Yeah.
So that's something where I would say, and if you think that by you having more kids is gonna make things better, it's not. And if you think that staying with the staying with him or staying with her is gonna make things better for the kids, it's not, because you're raising the kids.
Here's the thing. I can also say, if both of you are willing to work and willing to change things around, then maybe you have a chance. But that means
it's very hard.
You both have to agree to this constant, like it could be therapy, seek Christ. There I'm not saying like it's an end all, but you have to both be committed. And if it's just one person committed and the other one's not, it makes it a lot harder. And if it's just like years and years and years and years of this, and you have kids in the picture, like maybe it's time to stop and reconsider like where you're going with this. I understand it's hard to leave the person that you maybe had kids with, but it's like you at the end of the day, those kids at that point are what matter most, and their sanity.
Okay. Oh, damn! I just hit the mic.
All right. So the next one is
Gender
roles, and how those expectations affect a relationship.
We actually touched on this not so long ago.
This isn't really a question either. It's just like a topic,
but
to bring up.
I think we can really relate to this just because we recently just actually had a talk about that.
Okay, not just recently. Our entire marriage.
Yeah, our entire marriage has been that way, but I think more recently. Because
of you being on off work.
No, I forgot when it was, but I think it was like this week or last week that we had this conversation. So basically, how Griselda and I live our relationship is we're very equal, or we try to be very equal, right? We don't do that type of thing where a female belongs in the kitchen and a male belongs at work or whatever. So we don't do that. Like we expect both of us to be able to do everything equally. But there are a lot of imbalances, and it's okay, and that's how our relationship is right now, and
Mm-hmm.
we're working on it. I think
Yeah.
that's something that I'll be honest with you, we sort of lack, and it's something that's very tough for both of us. Just because, again, we were raised in a Latin family, and for all my Latinos, you guys understand where we're coming from.
Mm-hmm.
I bet other
And it's just, I'm pretty sure it's other
that's what I was gonna say,
other
and
minorities.
we're probably not the only ones.
Yeah.
So if you know, you know. But
Mhm.
I think right now what we recently just talked about was just the fact that it's like, you know, I can't expect you to go and be like, hey, I need you to fix this and fix that and do this and carry this, like all the manly, quote unquote stuff, right?
Mhm.
And then it's a little bit easier for you to say, hey, I need you to clean the dishes or cook or do the laundry,
Mhm.
because it's not so much of a task that you need to know or study or just be strong in order to do it,
Right.
so it's a little bit easier to get away for as a man to be able to do things that the typical woman or the quote unquote woman role should be, and it's a little bit harder for the women too. So I get why a lot of males would be like, well, females fought for equality, but they only use equality only for what benefits them and not what doesn't. And that's where we're at, where we're kind of like, it's such a hard topic, because I don't expect Griselda to be able to do everything that I do.
Yeah, and I think this kind of goes back to like knowing who you're dating.
Right.
And like you kind of have to like figure those things out, right? Like, is this someone who is going to I guess for females, is this guy gonna expect me to do all the cooking, cleaning, stay home with the
Right.
kids, not go to work? And it's like, and if that is the expectation, like, are you okay with that? Because some
Right.
people are. Some people like maybe like went to school or whatnot, or like you just decide, hey, for right now, like this is what I'm gonna be okay with. And if
Right.
you're cool with it, cool. If you're not, then you have to reconsider that relationship.
Right.
I mean, like, if this is this really what I want for myself? And I think, like, from the family I come from, my parents, I think they low key raised a little feminist, because
Sure did.
my mom was always like, like she always wanted me to work hard to stand up for myself, and so that I can support myself
Without needing a man.
without needing a man.
And she would even tell you, she would even tell her, and she's told me this. She even said, she's like, she's like, I want her to be able to get a job and have a career for herself, so that if the day ever comes where her husband kicks her out, meaning me, or just le da una patada, that she has something to rebound on.
Por si un día te dan una patada en el culo,
Yeah.
tú tienes como
Which is kind of
defenderte.
fucked up, to be honest.
Yeah, it's messed up. It's because now I realize, like, that's not necessarily the mentality to have when you're married, right?
Right.
I think you have to understand, like, there are good men out there. There are people
Hey,
who
watch
are.
out. Come on, say my name, girl. Put my name in there. Plug me in.
Like, a relationship can go south, but I think instead of and this is just me, right? I could be totally wrong. Everyone can have different opinions. I think what I'd want to teach my kids instead is find someone that's good for you, right? Instead of giving them a fear of they're going to leave you, give them a fear of, or not a fear, give them something valuable where they can be like, hey, find someone who's going to work through things with you. Find someone who's going to stick through it. I mean, obviously, right, there's situations. If there's situations and certain times where it's like, leave.
Yeah.
But yeah. So anyways, going back to that, gender roles, I think they can have a huge effect on a relationship. I hear it constantly.
Yep.
Especially with moms. It's like, I'm the one doing all of this. I'm the one doing all the laundry, all the housework, all this, all that. Um,
When you say moms, you talking about like stay-at-home moms, right?
no, even working
Oh,
moms,
okay.
even working moms talk about I get home and I'm doing, so it can have a big effect on the relationship if you're both not on the same page. I think Marco and I have kind of got to a point where we're like, okay, like we both have to be hands on. We both have to pitch in, even though I'll admit I don't know how to fix cars. I don't know how to do like all the handyman work around the house. Um, I will say though, one time you forced me to
Oh,
YouTube
the dryer.
how to fix the dryer,
Quick story, guys.
and I did it.
Yeah. See, and here's the thing, that just shows. That just shows.
Yeah.
So Griselda, one time the dryer broke, and Griselda was texting me, and I got to the point where I had it, where I was like, I'll be honest with you guys, I had it. I felt like I was constantly doing so much work already, like already working long hours, but then coming home and then still having to fix all these problems that we're having. And I'm like, fine. I'm like, you know what? Like, we're talking about equality, right? And everything. All right, you can go ahead and fix this dryer. You could do it. And if you can't, YouTube that bitch, because that's how I do it. If I don't know it, I'll start researching YouTube, Google, all that stuff to figure it out. And sure enough, she was like, all right. And she finally went and she looked at it. She inspected. I told her, I'm like, inspect it. Look at it as a troubleshooting it, right?
Yeah.
Try to see what's wrong with the picture, like all that good stuff. Research. And she started doing all that stuff. Sure enough, within maybe 15 minutes? 15 minutes, she realized what the problem was. She realized what the problem was. She knew exactly what part she needed to order. I got home. All she wanted me to do was just to double check it. She was spot on it. And sure enough, we did it and we fixed it.
Yeah.
But that just shows to prove, especially women, because I know this is something that women lack, is on the mechanically inclined situations. You girls can do it. It's just a factor of, do you want to?
Right.
Because life is great when you have someone always there. But what happens when no one's there? Or what happens when you're in a pinch?
Yeah. And then I think this goes back to the compromise. Like, I mean, I don't think I'll talk about it, but at some point you do have to understand, like, you know what? Maybe like everyone has a gift, right? Everyone has abilities and skills. And sometimes you just have to accept it. Like, okay, this is my skill. This is what I'm doing. Like, how many arguments am I going to have over this?
Absolutely.
Like with Marco in the beginning when we got married, I was like, bro, put your damn socks in the damn hamper. It's a foot away. Like, Yeah. And now I don't give a damn. Like, oh, it's on the floor. All right, we gonna pick it up.
Right.
I've just learned to be like, there's certain battles that are just not worth fighting over and over and
Agreed.
over. And so it's you and your partner kind of coming to the point where it's like, what are you each gonna do? What are you each gonna bring to the table? And are you okay with it?
Right.
I think
that's why I always said it.
for like the motherly role or like the kid role. Like I mean, I don't know if you agree. I feel like I do take on a little bit more of that load, but I feel like it's okay. Like I get it. I understand.
Yeah, no,
it.
I can agree on that. I'll always give you that credit. You know that.
So, but like sometimes it's hard, right? At the beginning, it's hard to accept. So it's just you kind of talking to each other and saying, like, hey, we're cool, or like, where do we need to fix
Or
it?
trial and error. I think
Yeah.
for us it was more trial and error. I don't think
Yeah.
we were. I guess now we are, right.
Mhm.
But I think maybe in a younger couple of years,
Yeah.
we weren't that. We weren't communicating like that. We were more just trial and error.
Mhm.
But yeah. So our next question, and this is a little bit lighter. It is: would you stay in for the night or go out for desmadration? And whoever doesn't understand desmadration, it's just go out and party or go hard or whatever. Personally, me, with work and everything and the kids and all that stuff, like the last thing I think about right now is partying. Like the thing that I think about more is the damn bed
Yeah.
and getting that ass.
That's funny because this weekend I went out for like I had a girls' night, a girls' day.
Yeah.
And I got home. I had been out for, I don't know, I went out for a while
Yeah.
and a few hours, and then I got home and I'm like, man, I'm so tired. Like I'm not made for this anymore. So I think after all that, it was like, okay, it's nice to have like one night to like go out and let loose and whatnot. But I think for the most part, just after this weekend, I think I'd rather stay in.
Yeah.
Just just give me Netflix and a cold cup of wine. Cold glass of wine.
I was gonna say cup.
Sorry.
Fucking trailer trash. Oh, is there room in the family for a baby girl?
Oh, there's plenty room in the family for a baby girl. Doesn't mean it's got to come from us.
That's true. That is true. Very true. But wait, are you talking about more like adoption, or are you talking about like someone like in our family that can have a baby girl?
No, I think they're trying to ask us if we're gonna have a baby girl.
For whoever hasn't heard about what happened, I had my vasectomy done.
But hey, you know what? There's been situations where guys have had their vasectomy done and the girl still somehow gets pregnant.
Well, they're saying the first couple months.
Mm-hmm.
The first couple months after the vasectomy is done, you can still have some live sperm going in there. So that is something that you would need to be careful. And I don't know if we have. But all let to be for God to decide, right?
I'm just gonna say never say never.
Okay, Justin Bieber.
Even if we never say never. Like I think God has a plan for us and he knows, right? So maybe it's not going to necessarily be like a biological, or it may be biological. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like look at your parents.
Right, that's what I was gonna say. I'm like I don't know if I want to speak on that just because I don't know how.
You don't have to, but I'm just gonna say like God put more children in their path, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And we never know. We just never know.
Yep.
So never say never, and we'll see. We'll see where life
if God
takes us.
decides that that's what we're gonna get, then so be it, and we will open it with welcome arms. Welcoming
them
arms.
with open arms.
Fuck you. You know what I mean?
I was
trying to spill my heart out there, and then you still always have to fucking correct me.
It's the ESL.
It's a fuck of you.
Okay.
What else?
Okay, the next one.
Spanish or English?
Language of choice when talking to your peeps. Ooh, this one's easy for me.
Yeah, same.
Spanglish.
Spanglish, not because I want to, but because majority of the time there's certain words in Spanish that I don't know how to say, and I'd rather not say it because I know I'm gonna say it all like butchered up, so even though I probably do the same thing in English. That's so bad. I hate that so much. But yeah, no, it's pretty simple there.
Okay, cool.
For our kids, we actually speak to them more in Spanish, and I think I've gotten really good at it too. I don't even now I've been trying to speak in English just because Izzy's going to preschool soon, so I want him to kind of be ready. But man, he's been picking up very fast, and
I think he knows more than we think he knows.
Yes, I agree.
But yeah, definitely Spanglish for me. I just like the mix of the languages. And yeah, sometimes there's words that I don't know. It's just me, and I think that now that we've practiced it more with the kids, it's become easier. At first, it was really weird. But yeah, next
one is a really touchy subject.
Okay.
Can your partner have opposite sex BFFs?
You want me to answer that first?
Go ahead.
Okay. I want to say yes.
Don't say that. And that's what I was saying. It's touchy because you have a best friend that is a male. Is one of your best friends that's a male.
You're my number one BFF. I want you to know that.
I know that.
But like besides you.
Yeah. And and that's where I'm saying, I'm like, I get it.
Mm-hmm.
I love him, like
Mm-hmm.
this person that we're speaking of.
Mm-hmm.
I actually like I actually see him as one of my best friends too.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously,
and that's where I was gonna go.
well, okay, but
That's where
here's
I
the
was gonna
thing:
go.
you guys have a bigger connection together than I have with him.
Okay, but
So if I think that if the tables were turned
mm-hmm.
and I had a girl that was like really good and really friends with me, because there was back, I think I want to say in high school. And this is what I'm saying. It's a touchy subject because we never really had that experience now. But in high school, you were kind of jealous and you were kind of like,
But
like,
that was high school, man.
that's what I'm saying. But I personally, I still would feel uncomfortable saying like, hey babe, is it okay if I can go out with this girl like for coffee? Because then it feels kind of weird, right?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's a touchy subject.
Here's the things. I have things I want to say, but I'm just like, I don't know if I should say them. But what I was gonna say is like, okay, if you're cool with them, then yeah, cool. Why not?
I don't know about
like
that.
you know them and whatnot, or like vice versa. If like I'm cool with them, and then like, where you're both in the like, you're both mutual friends, then that's fine. But if it's like,
I don't believe it. I don't believe it because here's the thing, and this is
but
so,
this is in marriage. Okay,
right.
If we go back to like,
I don't care if it's marriage or dating.
boyfriend,
I feel the
girlfriend?
same way. And this is why I'm saying it's a touchy subject, and I might be stepping my boundaries. So I'm really sorry if I do, and correct me if I'm wrong. So I feel like I have less insecurities. So because of that, I feel like I'm okay with that to happen. Like it's not that I'm okay, like, oh, I don't know how I feel. I'm okay. Like
Okay.
I have no
that's what I'm saying.
jealousy,
Like, I can
no
give you that.
suspicions,
That's why
no nothing.
That's what I'm saying.
But I feel that if it was turned the other way around, I think you would have a problem with it, and I get it.
What I want to say is like, I hear you. And that's what I'm saying. Like, younger me probably would have. Now that we're married, we're older. If I had the relationship with your best friend that you have with one of my male best friends, I don't see a problem with it. I really don't. But if it's someone who like I never knew, I have no idea like where they came from, it's just like a random person you can't like you're like now totally chilling with and doing stuff with, then I'd have a problem.
Okay, so let me get this straight. So in order for you to be okay with it, it had to be like a childhood friend that
Kind of,
basically
yeah.
grew up together
Yeah.
and then basically became like a
Yeah,
brother.
that's a good way
because
to
that's
put
how
it.
Eric was with you.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm sorry, I just said his name. Sorry, dude.
it's cool.
So that's how he was your friend. So that's what I'm saying. I totally get it. I have no problem with it.
Yeah, like I think like that. I
So when it comes back to what we were talking about, so basically it's not okay and it's not possible for two different sexes to be BFFs if it's not in that circumstance, correct? Because I personally believe, because this is how males think, and I've seen it in TikToks and I've seen it in YouTube videos and I've seen it in stuff like that, and it's happened before. And this is where I'm like, I don't think that this would happen in this case with your best friend, because I truly don't think that you guys are those type of people. I think that he's very much in love, and I would hope you're very much in love with me too.
of course.
So I don't think that would happen, but I have seen relationships where, let's say, like you just said, I just met, or you just met this guy from work.
Yeah.
All right, and then you basically friend zoned him, right, without you even knowing, because a lot of times girls don't even realize when they're friend zoning a guy. So basically, this guy is basically waiting. He's waiting for you to have problems in your marital situation, and then as soon as you have problems, he's gonna try to swoop you up. And I've seen it.
Okay.
So that's why I feel like it's not as easy to have a relationship with another person as a friendship or
Mhm.
BFFs that are different sex, or maybe
Okay,
not this time yet.
if there is someone who after they started dating or after they got married is like developed a relationship with the opposite sex as just like best friend,
Right.
let us know how that went, because I'm like literally thinking in my head of people I know who are maybe like in a relationship and they have a best friend who's about of the opposite sex. They are all actually childhood friends.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So.
So I'm like, oh, that's a good point. Like I had not thought about that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I have not learned. I can't think of anyone who after they started dating or after they
You
got
know
married
why?
found a.
You know why?
Mm.
Because sooner or later they end up fucking, or ended up with each other.
Oh Lord.
So then it became like, oh, we're not friends, we're actually dating. Or it became like, oh, he tried to do this or she tried to do this. And then it became like, oh, I wasn't feeling okay with it. So then our relationship just kind of like went out. So and broke off. So it's like you really won't see that. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, I don't believe that. I don't think it's
Okay.
possible.
All right.
I might be wrong. If you're out there, hey man, congratulate you on that. But I don't really see that.
Okay. And then last question.
Well, we still got a little bit more time. Go ahead.
2 more questions.
Maybe a couple more. There's a couple like little short ones. There's a couple short ones that I'm like, oh yeah, we definitely gotta do it. Go ahead.
We can do part 2.
Oh, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. Um.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
After how many dates is it okay to go to the person's place?
To the place to do what?
Oh,
I mean,
after how many dates is it okay to go? So I guess it's after how many dates is it okay to go to the like other person's apartment, home, whatever.
I've been out of the date life in such a long time. I really wouldn't be as accurate
Mm-hmm.
as I wish I could answer this.
Mm-hmm.
But I would just say like, see how it is. Feel it out.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you guys are vibing and both of you guys are, you know, mutually giving consent, I don't see why not.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I
if
think that's how I feel
if
too.
one's not feeling it,
Mm-hmm.
you know, just simply be like, hey man, I'm not feeling it.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we need a little bit more time, or maybe this is just really something that I'm not looking into.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's like when you're younger, pues wait a while.
Because it's dangerous when you're
Yeah.
younger. It's dangerous because
Like I'm talking like teenager.
yeah.
But yeah, once you're mid to late 20s, early 30s, 40s, 50s.
Like when you already got your life
yeah,
set, when you
para
when
allá.
you know what you
Mhm.
want and you know
It's like,
yeah
como dice Marco, like vibe it.
yeah
Like if you're feeling them and they're feeling you and you both decide like, hey, this is what we want to do. Like, when you go to someone else's place, there's a potential of things, escalating. So are you okay with that?
mm-hmm.
And if you're not and you don't want to put yourself in that position, don't go. Don't put yourself in a position where you're going to have to like make things awkward. Just be
Right.
like, no, I don't want to do this right now. I want to wait.
And if you're questioning it, like should I or should I not, that just easily just tells you like you're not ready.
Mm-hmm.
You're not ready to do it, and you're trying to convince yourself to do it or not to do it. So personally, me, if you're questioning it, like clearly we're asking here,
Mm-hmm.
I suggest not do it.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna be so like opposite with this next one. After how many days should you put out? Put out now.
Oh my gosh.
Do it now. Give them that ass.
Oh man,
I'm doing it for the boys.
I think this goes back to kind of like when you're young, you better wait. You better wait when you're young.
Yeah, that's true.
You better know what you're doing, because there's some people out there. I mean, teen pregnancy is real, and if you did get pregnant as a teen, like I'm sure you can speak to that. That it
must have been a tough journey.
So you have to be responsible, and you have to be in a place where you're responsible for that, and you're protecting yourself correctly. Yeah, when you're older, if you want to do it on the first time, pues ya tú, you're Um, I mean, también protect yourself, but like, I think you know what you want, and if that's what you want, well then, hey, do you, boo boo? It all depends on your values. I think ultimately it comes back to that. Like, what do you want? Cause some guys, okay, you speak to that, cause I don't know, but I think there's
Some
some
guys,
guys
what? Okay.
that are just kind of out there for that. So if you like put out too soon, then it's like,
You
okay,
give them what you want.
peace. But at the same time, it's like, okay,
I
if
just
that's
think.
if that's all they were here for, then bye.
Well, here's the thing, and this is what I'm saying. I think we're so outdated in the dating life right now that we
Mhm.
don't know what the hell is going on.
Mhm.
But as of what I understand, right?
Mhm.
Like what happens in Tinder and all that stuff, right?
Mhm.
It's like now it's become a thing where even women have that mentality
Yeah.
where it's like, hey, I'm down to fuck. Are
Mhm.
you?
Mhm.
Oh, cool. You are? Cool. Let's link up and let's
Mhm.
do it. And then we will never see each other again, or we will see each other for just for this type of thing,
Mhm.
and that's it. And that's cool. Like, hey, man, like if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. Whatever, as long
Yeah.
as it's both people,
Consenting.
consenting to it. But if you know that you want something in this relationship, it's like I I don't see what the rush is for, you know?
Mhm.
But again, if you guys are vibing and you guys feel like, hey, like it's going good, then I mean, again, that's up to you. It's your choice. But if you decide, hey, like I'm gonna do it, like
Mhm.
cool, like do it. But just know the fact that it can always backfire. Things can always seem nice and pretty because I know this from seeing guys doing it, where it's like they'll play that card where
Mhm.
they'll, and it's just like the dating game.
Mhm.
Well, they'll play that card where they're trying to impress them and trying to do
Mhm.
everything to like show them like, hey, I care about you and all this stuff. And then like you said, until they get the noodle wet, and then it
Mhm.
becomes oh, and he ghosted you.
Okay, I have like a really hard time, and I don't know if most girls feel this way. I have a really hard time understanding that. So you gonna tell me you chased after some girl for
It's a game.
a week, 2 weeks,
It's a
3 weeks,
game.
a month, just so you can get it once and then leave? Like, ain't nobody got time for that. Go get yourself a prostitute.
Oh, what
I don't know. Like, it's just like, why would you do
the hell?
that?
You're going from like one to like the like extreme.
Because it's like, why are you going to mess with someone's emotions like that? Like, if you're
Oh,
so desperate for that, then go do it somewhere else. Go do it with someone that you have zero, like, attachment to. But you're, like,
okay.
stringing someone along just so you can do that. That's sick. That's disgusting.
Yeah, but here's the thing, and this is where I'm talking about, where we have this little like touchy subject, where you will right away jump on saying like the guys are sick and this and that,
Mm-hmm.
but how many times do girls always just abuse the guys with the money or the fame or whatever it is, and they'll just get in their pants? How many times have you seen
That's messed up, too.
how many
I'm
times
not
have you how
condoning
many
that.
times have you seen a young girl with a 60, 80-year-old man, and she says, "Oh, I love him." Bitch, you don't love him. His dick can't even get hard. How the fuck are you going to say, "Oh, I love him because he's such a great guy?" Dude, this guy could be like your dad like 4 times in a row and you would still be the same age.
I'm not condoning that either. I don't agree with it.
Right, that's what I'm saying. It's like it's disgusting in both parties, and that's why I'm saying, and that's why I even said it to some of my friends. I am so happy. I am so happy I'm out of that game and out of the dating life, because this dating life now, it's fucked. It's basically girls now becoming the guys, where girls now it's like girls just want to go and fuck every single guy they can go, and guys are just the same thing. So it just becomes this like, oh, we're just trying to have sex with every single person in the world, but not trying to start a relationship or do anything.
Well, you know what? Again, like you said, if that's what they want, that's what they want. And
Right.
if they're both in a mutual
Right.
understanding of that, then cool, do you.
But that's what I'm saying.
But
I'm
if
happy.
you're trying to like establish something serious, then
That's
yeah,
not gonna work
that's
out.
not
Yeah,
gonna-
that's what I'm
not gonna
saying.
work
I'm like,
out.
it will never work out.
Mhm.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, if
So
you
you're
want
saying it's become harder to find someone who wants things
Legit.
like serious?
yes,
I don't know. I don't know
Yes.
the statistics on that. I'm a numbers person sometimes, and I don't know what the data on that is.
I do think so. I think I even read on that, and that's why I'm like, I'm so happy I'm out of that. So
Alright.
happy.
Okay. Do you wanna If you want to keep going, let's skip the next one and let's just go kind of quickly through the other ones, si quieres.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So real or plastic? And I guess they're saying like, do you like it real, or do you want it to be plastic and look perfect but be fake?
My butt's real. If that's what you're asking.
Oh, maybe that's what they wanted to know. Is your butt real or Marco's butt is real. I can attest to that.
Mm-hmm.
That booty is nice and firm and real.
Yeah, I mean.
Okay, but like I guess with other things, real or plastic.
Me personally, I don't even like you with like with your caked up makeup, which you don't do that. But there's been times where either someone caked you up or something like that, and I'm just kind of like, I'm sorry, babe, but you look so much beautiful and hotter when you don't have all that makeup, because it looks super fake, and I see that in other girls too. Well, there's some girls that can put good makeup and know how to blend and do all that stuff, and it looks classy and it looks nice. But there's some girls that it's like, dude, like it looks like you got ice cream on your face.
No, mames.
And then there's also girls that get like procedures done and all that stuff, and it's like, dude, like do you boo boo, do whatever you want. Like I don't really care. But what I do care more is like, hey, are you doing this because you want to and because you like it, or are you doing it because you're trying to seek attention? Because if that's the case, then that's fucked, and that's fucked up, and you should see someone for that.
Okay.
How about you?
I don't know. I'm just gonna say like whatever makes you happy. I would rather go real, but I could see like, I'm not gonna sit here and say that when I'm older, I'm not gonna want to do like a little Botox injection here and there.
You think you would?
I don't know. I'm not saying no.
That's something new that I've heard.
I mean, I wouldn't want it to look fake either. Like I wouldn't want to look super stretched out. Like at some point in life, I'm gonna have to accept it. I'm getting older, right? Yeah. Like this is what it is. I'm just gonna try to, keep working out, eat healthy, and let the Lord help me look beautiful. As long as you see me in that way and my kids see me in that way, that's all that matters.
Did girls know that doggy style you can see the butthole? I just wanted to put that out there.
Oh my gosh, Marco. Okay, next one. Top anime. So what's your top anime?
Dragon Ball Z and My Hero Academia.
Cool. When are you getting back on COD? Who the hell asked that?
Yeah, probably one of my COD buddies.
When are you getting back on COD?
I don't know. I really want to go back on it, but the fact is that I have kids, I have a lot of work, and I'm super tired. And then the time that I do get off, I really want to go out fishing, so I'll be doing that. So I don't know, but soon.
Okay.
What else? Oh, go ahead. I have my phone off.
Okay. Top or bottom?
Whoo! I like to be bottom, but I know you like me being on top.
I was gonna say I think I like bottom, but sometimes I like top. Depending on the mood.
But for the most part, I think it works for both parties if I'm on top and you're on bottom. We agree on that.
All right, cool. You ever use a ruler? Oh my god.
Hey.
This your friends, man.
Hey, if you're a guy, don't bullshit me and tell me that you guys never used a ruler. I love this question. If you use a ruler and you want to be like embarrassed and put down and have a bad date, you're going to measure yourself from the top. If you want to have a good day and make yourself feel like you got like 1.5 more, measure yourself from the bottom.
Oh, Lord.
Little tip for you guys.
All right. And then the last question. What the hell? Do you stand when you wipe? Do you stand when you wipe your butt?
Oh, no.
No, I don't either.
Okay, guys, I have a big butt, so I got a lot of, cleaning up to do, you know what I'm saying?
That's so gross.
So think about it. If you stand up and those cheeks clap, that's a lot more work that you got to do.
Oh, that's so disgusting.
So you got to make sure those cheeks stay open. And if you
That's a
can,
good point.
and when you and if you can, when you're going, try to keep them as open as possible. So then there's less cleanup. It's just like those clean poops where like you wipe
those
and
are
then
the
you're
best.
like, yeah.
I love when that happens with the kids too.
Oh hell yeah!
Like yes,
Especially Zeke. Zeke just
one wipey and
every
I'm
single time
done.
he poops, it seems like he pooped a demon out. Jesus Christ.
Okay, the next one. Do you get naked when you're going? Oh, that was like a 2-part question.
Oh,
Do
poops.
you get naked when you go to the bathroom?
I love to get naked when I'm going to the bathroom because I feel so free. And then I poop for half an hour, so basically it'll cut my circulation.
I don't see the point in that.
I wish you got naked every single time you pooped, or else I would be in there all day, every day.
I don't understand that. All right, guys. If you have stuck with us to this point, you the best. Give us the peach emoji.
See. Oh yeah. So we know that you listened all the way.
You listened all the way. And honestly, like any comments or questions
This is really cool. We should
or
do it
things
again.
that like you've maybe gone through that you can agree with this, like let us know. Because some people, man, it's like you're all embarrassed. Like, don't be embarrassed. We think it's cool. And then we hear until after the fact, or like someone like comes to tell us verbally, which is cool. But it's like, oh, you can let us know
Yeah.
through comments too.
Yeah. Or even just messages.
Yeah.
If you want to message us,
Mm-hmm.
that's cool. Oh, I don't know when we're updating or when we're posting this,
Mm-hmm.
but we do have 2 special guests that we're actually doing, and hopefully we'll get it done by this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So if anything, it'll be for your Monday work, possibly.
Yeah, so stay tuned. We're just gonna be talking about fitness, weight loss,
Yeah.
a
A
few
little
other
bit
things.
anime, jokes. These guys are pretty funny, so yeah.
So stay tuned, guys. Appreciate the love. Peace out.
God bless.
God bless.
Peace out, guys.